I thought I would do a little job update. If you go back some videos, you'll see my husband was laid off. He is a teacher, and with the low enrollment that is currently going on in my state and in my county, my husband was in the first wave of teachers to be let go as schools, both public and charter, reevaluate their programs and how many teachers they need. And what we have found is that if, unofficially, don't quote me, but if your subject that you teach is not a subject that is a part of state testing, your position is in question, because they can eliminate and save money on teacher salaries and pack the kids into larger classroom sizes, and free up the budget that way. So yeah, but he had a job interview that was a scam. That was fun. That was on it was Thursday, I think. The days are just blending together. Wednesday or Thursday. The job and the company and the job advertised on Indeed was not the job and the company once he arrived. And, he texted me like, this is a red flag, and he sent the name, and it has terrible, terrible reviews for employee, reviews. So he hightailed it out of there. So that was unfortunate. And then he had a phone interview, and it was a position for helping kids who age out of the foster care program so that they can still find resources as they have aged out. But unfortunately, that pay, it's a heavy duty job, an important job. And given his teaching background, and he's worked in Title I schools, so he brings stuff to the table that was desirable, but it paid $20,000 less than a teacher. So unfortunately, he had to say, I'm so sorry, but that's just not going to work. A headhunter reached out for a charter school company, for lack of a better term, for 3 schools that are looking for history and social studies teachers. So he got the headhunter his resume and everything, and one of the schools reached out and scheduled an interview for Monday. And he has another interview for a different school on Tuesday. And then he had a phone interview yesterday for an autism school, and they said to call back next week for more information once they have solidified the teachers they need as they assess their enrollment. So yeah, and he's just sending out resumes and contacting people, and people are sending him leads on things. But at least on the teaching front, it's probably going to be a little slow going till mid-June as schools figure out what they need, and as teachers decide if they're going to stay or if they're leaving. I have a feeling come July, there will be positions. That's just what my gut is saying. And not that I want us to wait until July. Of course I want my husband hired right now, and this is all put to rest. But, yeah, so that's what's going on. He did something that's kind of like a pay per job application, remote work, part-time, money is money. He did that today, and he's just spending time at the laptop, resume, and, these resumes and the rigmarole and like the personality tests and stuff. Be like, hey, how many jobs you apply to today? You're at that laptop like 4 or 5 hours. And he's like, 6, because they're so long-winded. It's not just submit, it's submit and the paperwork and the questions and upload a PDF of XYZ. And it's not simple. And it feels like it's just getting more and more complicated. But that's what's going on. It's still surreal. It still doesn't feel real. I don't know. Or maybe we're just so jaded that, okay, this has happened again, you know. But I thought I would come on with an update. And thank you all for your positivity and well wishes and, you know, condolences over the job loss. You know, it's unfortunate. And, you know, even one of my husband's old jobs at a different school he taught at, the whole department's in jeopardy. Like, they're putting, the students are putting petitions out to save it. It's just unfortunate what's going on. All right, I thought I would just do that little update. And I made this video on Saturday. I might post it Sunday or Monday. It all just depends what's going on. But that's the update as of this moment on Saturday. Alrighty. I hope y'all are doing okay. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.